Hi guys, so this is just a install video of a Motrax, I think that's how you pronounce it, or heated seat pad. You can buy these for, well, I don't know if you sell them anymore, but they cost me £7, and I saw them as low as £5 at one point. But I don't know, I think they used to be £30. They're just getting, some stores like J&S are getting rid of them. So yeah, they are pretty cheap, so I can see why. So this is just a quick install video of me fitting it to my Yamaha. I've already fit it to my Inazuma, which I showed earlier. It's a pretty simple install for me because I'm using the Inov power hub, and that I already have some spare cables still. I just need to attach the positive, and then it will turn on with the ignition. I highly recommend getting some sort of power hub for bike accessories. It makes installing new ones much easier. And yeah, I've already had issues with the Oxford heat grips on my Inazuma, where even though they have the battery detector system, I've had it somehow turn on, or I must have forgot to turn it off, but plug a charger in, and it still drained the battery. So I just switched it over, and now that's not a possibility. Here you see me just getting the extra cables out to install the positive for the seat wire harness. I've covered them with amalgamating tape to stop obviously them shorting out anyway. You can see my camera system and yeah, the power hub. It's quite a tight fit under the seat now. There's quite a lot of things there with the toolkit. So yeah, this is the seat pad. It's pretty cheap stuff. You can tell it was made at budget. Its retail price I think was £30, but for £7, yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can see the switch is a simple sort of lamp switch. This is a waterproof connector it comes with, which is quite decent, I guess. But the lamp switch, I don't know how that will hold up in the rain and stuff. The lamp on and off style switch. Yep, so I'm just going to cut the positive ring because I don't want to directly connect it to the battery, and have it spliced with the power spare cable. I think you may be able to get away with installing 2 of these on one cable because it's quite a high amperage, 5 amps per cable on this model of power hub. To splice them, I'll be using a Posi, what's it called, a Posi Tight I think it's called, which makes it really easy. A Posi Lock, that's the one. Yes, just taking off the insulation. Yep, so this is the Posi Lock, a yellow one, which I forgot what gauge it's for, but the power hub's cables are quite high gauge because of the amperage. I have some silicone grease as well that I will use to add to the Posi Lock. stop corrosion, potential corrosion. I think that's good enough for bike usage. However, if you want to extra waterproof these connectors, best practice is to put some more self-amalgamating tape around the threads as well as the ends once you've tightened everything down. So I'm just putting silicone grease now in the connector to just stop corrosion. You could use potentially a heat shrink as well. However, the size range is quite extreme from the cable to the end of the posi, what's it called again? I forgot. I keep on forgetting. Posi, not type, posi lock. Yeah, so you can see it holds really tight and well. So the seat actually doesn't have a temperature range, it's just on and off switch, so it will go to max as soon as you turn it on. It gets very hot to the point that it's kind of like scalding your butt, so I would be ready to turn it off once it's heated up. But I have noticed it does help actually in nearly sub-zero temperatures. I never really wanted to resort to a heated seat, but I thought for £7 it was like a bargain, and now I'll give it a go. And it's actually quite nice, especially on those days where you haven't really, I don't know, got enough thermals on and stuff. It will take away the last sort of edge, I guess, it will give you. Yeah, you can see just posi locked the second cable with the harness. Yeah, now I'm just going to connect the negative of the harness directly to the battery. The power hub does come with a negative cable, which is obviously the one for the power hub, and there's an extra negative cable which is used for accessories. I did have I think it's called a posi twist used for that, but it was all sealed up, so for waterproofing, so I couldn't be bothered taking off all of the sealing tape and stuff. Instead I just directly mounted this to the negative. I usually do apply like silicone grease or something over the terminals as well to stop any potential corrosion. You can see I've got my heated gloves harness from Gerbing, the power hub's negative, and the the heated seats negative. I think there's one more other than the bikes. I can't remember what it is. There's quite a few rings there now, so it's not ideal, but it will do the job. It's temporary. I'll probably take it off in autumn or spring. So yeah, you can see the harness. You probably don't want to use it outside. You can keep the plug inside, I think, under the seat of the bike. There's a nice gap here for everything to just snugly fit. You can see the cables on the other side of the fairing, the rear cowl for the other devices, like the camera and the heat, well, not the heat grips. Just test fitting, seeing how everything goes down. It seems fine. So you can see it mounted with Velcro on the seat. connect the waterproofed connector. So obviously this connection could probably sit outside of the bike, but I'm not entirely sure if the cables are weatherproofed well from the other end. Yeah, I'm just going to put that back under the seat lock area. It is a bit fiddly doing this bit, and you have to sort of reroute the wire at a certain spot where it can easily come out from under the seat without being squashed too badly, and not on a rubber pad which sits on the subframe. So yeah, you can see I'm trying to route the wire under the nub thing. Oh yeah, you may have noticed I've Tipexed on an on position on the lamp switch because it conveniently doesn't tell you if it's on or off. So just testing the power hub and the devices and stuff, still working. Yep, you can see the cams turn on, and that's it. Install